And I went to watch him train when I was here with Chisora. I went to watch him train, and he works hard, man. Joshua works hard. I got to give it to him.
Pro boxing fans here in London, we've just finished the press conference for Joshua Whyte 2. With me, none other than the renowned trainer, Buddy Mcgirt, legend of the sport. How you doing, buddy? How's things? How's the UK? You seem to be here a lot of times in the year.
UK is great. I love it here. UK it's great. It treats me well every time I come here.
Let's talk about why you're here, obviously. Just said it there. Dillian Whyte, AJ Part 2. Talk to me about this fight. Both fighters matured. They're a bit more of a mature press conference this time around.
Yeah.
But in regards to fighting, obviously, Dillian's had one fight with you, AJ's had one fight with Derrick James. Technically, are we going to see a better fight this time?
Well, I didn't see the first fight, to be honest.
Okay.
And, but I think that, without a doubt, you're going to see a better fight.
Are we going to see a better performance from both guys in regards to their last fight?
Yes.
Dillian got a lot of criticism, AJ got a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
We're going to see a better fight.
As long as Dillian stays healthy, before the last fight he got injured. So if he stays healthy, you're going to see just watch the fight. That's all I'm going to say.
Obviously, like I said at the start, you've been around the sport a long time. There was some criticism in that yourself. After the first fight, what did you make of that? Did you read much into it, or did you?
I don't, because so this is my thing. People don't know what goes on in camp.
Okay.
He got hurt a couple weeks before the fight, his elbow. And he was having serious trouble. Every time he jabbed, it was giving him a lot of pain. He goes, but I'm going to go through with the fight. So as the fight went on, I had to make adjustments, have him make adjustments to do what we got to do to get the win. I mean, I know he's hurt. He knows he's hurt, but the crowd don't know he's hurt. And everybody, yes, I caught a whole lot of heat, but that's okay. I mean, that's boxing, that's life. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But if you know Dillian, you could say, damn, he's not himself. Is there something wrong? Everyone wanted to see a knockout. But in the fight, he did push Franklin back. You know what I mean? And he did what we had to do. That's all I can say, you know what I mean? And he stays healthy now, they're going to see.
How's Dillian in the gym? Obviously, he spoke about it there, where he's a bit of a mature head. He sort of gives advice to the younger guns.
Oh, yes. But they all support each other. That's the great part. It's like at night, he trains at night. So, Dan Azeez and Callum, they come at night to watch him train. Every night, they come to watch him train.
You seem to have a good set of fighters there, a good gym right now. How is that for you? So I know Callum's got a big fight, Dan Azeez has got another big fight, so you seem to be a very busy man right now.
Oh, that's a good thing in this business.
Well, let's talk about AJ. It's Paul Froch, a former fighter in the UK, a former world champion. Said, listen, AJ's on the slide. He hasn't really got a legacy in the sport.
Who's that, AJ?
Yeah, Paul Froch saying AJ hasn't got that legacy in the sport, a real legacy, sorry. And, he's on the downward spiral. Do you agree with that?
I'm not going to say it's on a downward spiral. I'm not going to say that. Sometimes, fighters' careers, you hit these little roadblocks. In any career, any sport, you hit these little stumble blocks. Now, how you deal with them and how you get through them is up to you. You know what I mean? I think he's at that point where he's reading those little blocks in the road, bumps in the road, holes, potholes. Now he's got to figure out how to deal with them.
Even with Dillian and AJ, they made a lot of money from the sport. Do you feel like when you start making that money, sometimes the passion can go? Do you feel that's the case, or do you feel like...
I can't speak for Joshua because, I'm not in camp with him, never have been. But Dillian works like he needs the money.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He works hard. You know what I mean? But no, I'm going to say this. No, I'm lying. Joshua did one day let me come watch him train. And I went to watch him train when I was here with Chisora. I went to watch him train, and he works hard, man. Joshua works hard. I got to give it to him.
What do you make of the heavyweight scene so far? Obviously, we see these two colliding. There's a lot of talk about other fights happening. Deontay Wilder, Joshua at the end of the year. There seems to be a lot of big fights happening. What do you make of this heavyweight scene?
Hey, listen, it's about time to get the best fighting the best. I mean, the heavyweight division is like the cream of the crop in boxing. You know what I mean? But right now, you got the welterweights and the middleweights. You know what I mean? And light heavyweights, the best fighting the best. So this is something boxing needs, man, to get back on track.
Let's talk about Callum Smith, obviously in a huge fight against Beast, Artur Beterbiev. We saw him come to the UK fight in York last. But what do you make of Callum? How is he doing? How's things in the gym with him?
Everything is great. We're working. getting ready to do what we got to do to win those titles.
A lot of people are saying it's a tough task, but it might be the right time for Callum Smith to be fighting someone like Artur Beterbiev. Do you feel that apart from Callum's, and we know his talent, we know how skillful he is, that maybe it is the right time to catch somebody who's like someone like Artur Beterbiev?
Well, but it's like this, when you get a guy that can punch, you never know when is the right time. So you can't think like that. You know what I mean? You have to prepare for the best Beterbiev because we know he's gonna come in his best. Not saying he hasn't before, but when the challenge is bigger, every champion has a tendency to step it up when the challenge is bigger. And this is bigger for Beterbiev, and I know that he's going to step up his game. So he's got to go here, Callum's got to go there. And that's what we're working on doing, and that's what we're going to do.
Finally, Dan Azeez, obviously in a big fight against Joshua Whyte, we're just waiting for, I think, they're waiting for the location to be confirmed and an official press conference and announcement. About how is Dan doing?
Dan's doing great. He's doing really good. He's a pain in the butt, but he's doing okay.
Who else have you got? You got Sergey
Kovalev, yeah. He's fighting the same day as Callum. So I have to get somebody else to work his fight.
Fair enough. Before I let you go, I do need to talk about a couple of big fights happening in the States.
Okay.
First of all, Crawford, Spence, big fight next month. Well, not even next month, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
What happens in that fight?
I like Crawford.
Okay.
It's going to be a great fight, though. I mean, both guys got to be on their game.
Another one is Canelo versus Jermell Charlo. Talk to me about it.
Depends on which Canelo. If the Canelo that just fought a couple months ago shows up, no good. I mean, Canelo's got to be on his A game to beat Charlo. If he's not going to beat him.
Interesting. Do you feel like the US is flying flag for boxing right now? All the big fights.
I think that the US and the UK are doing very well. I mean, you guys putting on a lot of great fights, and the US bringing boxing back finally.
Cool. Buddy Mcgirt, always a pleasure to talk to yourself. So no doubt I'll see you.
Thank you.
Soon. You're in
All
the UK a lot, so I'll see you.
All right.
Take care.